Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry for the lack of uploads lately, I haven't been feeling too well. I caught a cold a few weeks ago. At least I've been told I have a pretty sexy voice when I'm sick. Or that's what the guy in the mirror tells me anyway. But I have also been doing a little bit of soul searching. Not that I have found anything, but enough about that. Today I will tackle a problem that has been around since the first generation of Pokémon regarding the evolution of our dear Magikarp, the overwhelming Gyarados. Fans have been complaining about this sea serpent-like Pokémon, but not about its battling capabilities or its design, but rather its typing, water flying. Nothing wrong with the water type, that one makes total sense. But why is Gyarados a flying type Pokémon instead of dragon? Should it be a dragon type at all? Let's take a deep look at it by answering 6 simple questions. Let's start with, obviously, the number 1. What is it based on? According to Bulbapedia, it appears to be based on a sea dragon or sea serpent and Chinese dragon. It is also partially based on a legend about how carp that leapt over the Dragon Gate would become dragons. So, since Gyarados is not dragon, that means that this legend is a lie. We have a Alolan Executor who is part dragon because it's based on the dragon tree. We have Altaria who is also part dragon because its Japanese name comes from a star in the Draco constellation. So, with these examples we can say that since Gyarados was based on a legend about a carp becoming a dragon, that means 1 point to the dragon type. Also, according to Bulbapedia, its flying type may be a reference of Koinobori, a carp-shaped wingsuck traditionally flown to celebrate the Children's Day in Japan. But if it is a carp-shaped wingsuck, shouldn't Magikarp be the flying type instead? Well, I guess that kinda, sorta, maybe means 1 point to the flying type. Number 2. What egg groups does it belong to? Belongs to the Water 2 and Dragon egg groups. While you would think this isn't much of a reason, since there are a few non-dragon type Pokémon in this egg group, there are also several that aren't dragon in their basic forms and then become dragon type when they evolve. But not only does it belong to the Dragon egg group, I must remark the fact that it doesn't belong to the Flying egg group, since its other egg group is Water 2, another point to the Dragon type. Question number 3. What type of trainers use Gyarados? Fishermen, swimmers, scuba divers, ace trainers, veterans, dragon tamers, gym leader Blue, dragon type gym leader Claire, water type gym leader Crasher Wake, water type Elite Four Seabolt, dragon type Elite Four Lance, dragon type champion Lance, water type champion Wallace. As you can see, or more like not see, there aren't any bird keepers, pilots or sky trainers. While we can let slide the fact that Lance as an Elite Four member and as a champion has non-dragon type Pokemon on his team, since Bruno has an Onix who isn't a fighting type, and Lorelei with a Slowbro who isn't an ice type, we can take into consideration that Claire is a dragon type user, since all other Johto gym leaders have Pokemon members according to their corresponding types, with the exception of Price who has a Seal, but we know it evolves into an ice type Pokemon. That would give yet another point to the dragon type. Question number 4. What is Gyarados' move pool? Let's take a look at Gyarados' move pool by level up. Do you see any flying type moves in the first generation? Do you see any flying type moves in the second generation? Wait, did they just added another dragon type move? Let's keep going. Do you see any flying type moves in the... Wait, did they added yet another dragon type move? It's like they want us to know that they actually meant it for it to be a dragon type Pokemon. Gyarados finally got a flying type move in the 7th generation. 7th generation. Since it only learns one flying type move and it was added all the way up to the 7th generation, we can just add this point to the dragon type. Question number 5. How is Gyarados interpreted in the Pokémon World? How do people in the Pokémon World see Gyarados? As a dragon type or a flying type? Pokémon Crystal gave us access to a shrine inside the dragon's den where you had to answer a few questions and get a Dratini. Everything good there so far. But then Gold and Silver remakes came out and they changed this dragon-like creature with a Pokemon. Would you like to guess what Pokemon it was replaced with? Yes, it was replaced with Gyarados. With a freaking Gyarados. That means that the non-dragon type Pokemon Gyarados represents the Dragon Shrine inside the Dragon's Den. The Dragon Shrine. Could it be any clearer? Another point to the Dragon type. Question number 6. Last but not least, what does it look like? The last point also goes to the Dragon type. And they finally had the chance to change its flying type to Dragon when they decided to give it a Mega Evolution. But no, let's just make it a Dark type instead. Although considering all of its Pokédex entries and its classification as the atrocious Pokémon, I get the Dark type. But having so many reasons to have it being a Dragon type and only one reason to make it a flying type, we can just assume that this was just a mistake or they make all these Pokemon discrepancies just to make fans argue. If they weren't going to make it a Dragon type, there are certainly less reasons for it to be a flying type. It should have been pure water instead. Don't add a type that makes no sense whatsoever. I think anything makes more sense on Gyarados than the flying type. Dragon, Dark, Ice, Fire, Grass, Bug. Okay, maybe not anything. Well, that would be all for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. That helps so this video reaches other fans. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. See you guys in the next video.